Good morning, everyone. Welcome to take 3 of what I colored in the month of October 2020. Yeah, this has been a hot mess. My tags are long gone. The first video, my dog, who is now sitting beside me, came out of nowhere, knocked the camera over, everything went everywhere. So yeah, that was a scrap. My second video was going along great, and then I ran out of camera space, so I had to go in and delete a bunch of stuff. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get through this. So I don't have a lot to show you because I got a job in the month of October and I have been working, which doesn't leave me a lot of time for coloring. I know many people work in color, but it's stressful getting a new job. You have to learn things that you don't know, and I'm a perfectionist, and if I can't learn it right away, I start getting anxious and freaked out, and then I can't sleep at night. So, whew, yeah, it's been a strange month. Also, my youngest daughter had a breakup and she moved back in, so it's like either I'm never home or I'm never alone. But I got some time today. So I worked in The Walking Dead. This book, do you guys know what a brain dump is? If you're in the journaling community and you do bullet journaling, and a brain dump is like a page where you just whatever's on your mind, you just sort of write it all out, like just to get it out. And I've been using this book as like my brain dump because, like I said, with the new job being something new for me, and I have so much anxiety anyway. Like, I'm just an anxious person and an OCD type of a person, and I'm trying to learn all this stuff. And at the end of the night, I'm like, oh my God, what if I do this wrong? What if I do that wrong? So, like, this book is my brain dump. Poor book. I just grab a few colors, and while I'm watching you guys on YouTube or videos or whatever, I just go in here. I don't even think really that much. I don't even know, like, some of this guts and stuff. I don't even know if I've got the right guts to the right part. I don't care. I don't care. I just need to, like, and get it out. So, like, I did actually make sure the pants leg was blue. I thought, well, jeans. That's about it. Everything else is kind of like whatever came out, came out. I did do the fence in some gel pen. And I want to put some glossy accents in his tears, just for fun. This book, there's a lot you can do with it. But why I love it is because look at how graphic it is. Like, it's black and white. I mean, there's no, grayscale to it. So you don't really have to do that much. Just fill in the places where the black is not. And I don't, like I said, I've seen a few seasons of this show, so I don't know what a lot of these scenes are, which is kind of good because then you can just make it however you want it. And there's a lot of stuff you could do artistically to these pages if you wanted to. Like I said, I'm just kind of using it as my unwinding thing at the end of the day. So, but I really, really like this book, and I'm going to keep I don't even like zombies. It's so funny. There's one zombie there looking at you. So yeah, I've enjoyed working in this book a lot. It's been a lot of fun. In this page, you can see that this guy's eyes are not done. That is because, oh no, here comes Miss Annie M. Okay, find a spot. That is because I set my, how many times have you done this? I set my gel pen down for a minute to go in the kitchen and get something. I come back, it is gone. How does that happen? Does it fall through a portal? I don't get it. Like, I do not. I'm sure in 2 months I'll find it wadded up in some laundry somewhere or under the bed. I don't know. I just did all my dirty laundry, so I don't know where it could possibly be. But yeah, you're probably thinking just use another gel pen. Well, this gel pen had like flecks of gold. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. So all the glasses are the same, and I'm going to find another gel pen with flecks of gold to finish it. Also, my Sharpie was running out, as you can see, so I need to go over the background with pencil. And the gel pens that I used, I'm sorry, honey. The gel pens that I used here, ever since the summer, I've got on this kick of reducing my supplies down to just like the things I really, really like. And I had so many gel pens, you guys. You know those buckets you can get at Walmart at Easter or Halloween? They're just a big plastic bucket with a handle. They're like 97 cents. They're for the kids, you know. I had one of those that was one of my grandkids' bucket. Full, stuffed to the brim. Like, couldn't get one more gel pen in there. Because I would pick them up, you know, they're at Five Below or Ollie's in big packs and stuff, and I just do not like them, especially the ones that are not glittery. They just do not spread well. They streak. When you're coloring with them, sometimes like they pick up the ink that they've already put down and like leave a big scratch mark, and ugh. But I don't want to waste them, so yeah, I'm trying to finish off all that stuff and finish off all my Sharpies, because I don't like them either. They just really give me a bad headache. So, yep, that's what I did in that book. And like I said, you guys, I am so sorry, but my tags are long gone from this being part 3. Wise Owl, Zendoodle Coloring by Miss Deborah Muller. I did this guy here. I believe he was some Sharpie. Yeah, he's some Sharpie, and I think some Crayola Super Tip, and then pencil too. We have some stickles in these little, I don't know, lightning bugs, I suppose. I don't know what made me wait so long to work in this book, because it's really adorable. Some really cute pictures in here. I think what it is when we see the word Zendoodle, like we've all become like, you know, because we're worried that we have to go in and do each individual like line work, but you don't. I mean, you can go over the whole thing in one color if you want to. Those are just suggestions, and I only say that, I know you guys know that, but I only say that to remind myself, because when I see pages that are really Zendoodly, I think, oh, that's just too much. I can't do it. Where'd that one go? Yeah. You think, oh my Lord, no. Because I'm going to have to do each one of those stripes in that hilly background. I'm going to have to do all that. No, you can just do it how you would if there was no little pictures there. Just if you were just going to color a sky or a background or whatever you want this to be, you could still do it that way. So, yeah. I did him. Excuse me. Yeah, Sharpie base, because like I said, I'm trying to get rid of my Sharpie collection. I don't mind the skinny ones. I kind of like the thin ones, the ultrafine tip ones. They're nice to journal with and use in books and stuff, but I don't like the fat nib Sharpies, and I want to kind of get through all of those. So you'll probably be seeing a lot of my terrible Sharpie art coming up, because I'm wanting to use those up and reduce down my selection of supplies especially before I show you guys, because I want you to see my collection, but I also want you to see, like, you know, I want you to see the good stuff I would recommend, not stuff that I just happen to hoard. Okay. So this is Bram Stoker's Dracula. This is my old copy, and many of you may know my favorite coloring book that I own. And I wanted to, this page was a whip, so I wanted to finish it off, and also, you know, I don't want to go into my new copy, which I think I'll start, next Halloween season, so I have a year to finish up this old copy, because I want to know, like, what to do and what not to do, what doesn't work, what does work. This is great paper. It is super thick. You can do anything on it, basically. But when I had done this page previously, when I had done these coffins in Kohinoor Tritones, and shut the books, like the dust from them bled onto this page. So I had to kind of figure out how to work that in. So I just kind of put some chalks over the spots where the pencils had rubbed off, and then I made some spray watercolor with, you can buy those little tiny spray bottles. I think I bought mine on eBay. You know, like they come from China. They probably have them on Wish as well, but they're just little tiny spray bottles. And you can wet your watercolor, put it in the spray bottle, and then add more water to it and get the consistency that you want. So that's what I did to make this look like some spray blood. It's a little easier to control than like flinging the paint, but I like flinging paint as well. So up here I've got, I don't know if you'll be able to catch it, I've got my spider webs are done, and some glitter pens, and his eyes, and the locks, and all that stuff I finished off so that this page would be done, and I would know, like I said, what to do and what not to do. So, I like it. I think it looks cool. This one I finished as well. It was partially done. I had to do all this scrolly work and all of this other stuff. And so I love the way the spiders and the web turned out. What I don't like about this page is I should have never added this blue. I should have never added that blue. I should have kept it all with the red theme. So when I do this page again, I will make his pillow and his nameplate there a dark red, like a burgundy color. The only reason I brought blue into the picture was because there's like some bluish, I was trying to go for silver here. And, you know, you use blue and grays to get that silvery look, unless you're going to just go with a silver pencil or silver gel pen. And that's why I brought the blue in, and it just ended up not tying in the way that I wanted it to. So I think the next time I do it, I will make the ornate work here gold to match like the handles, and maybe I will do the spider webs a black stickle or something so you can see them better. So the blood here is just chalks, just regular chalks. And I spray this with this sealant that's supposed to have a glitter effect. I don't really see the glitter effect, but I kind of like it that it's subtle, because too much glitter, I mean, there's times when you want that and times when you don't. The only thing I have to say about that spray is, and I'll show you when I do the supplies video, please do not ever spray it indoors. I didn't do that. I sprayed mine outdoors, but even still, if you are sensitive at all to chemicals, my book smelled horrible for 3 days, and I have asthma anyway, so I have to be careful. But I know sometimes, even me, like, think I'll just open the window and spray right here. Please go outside. That stuff is toxic. Ugh, it is stinky. And here we have Cute and Creepy. This book has been a joy this season, Halloween season, for so many colorists. So many people have bought this book, and I love seeing all the pictures on Instagram. I wouldn't have this book if not for my hubby. He bought it for me at Walmart because I wanted the Alan Robert book, but they did not have it at our Walmart. And bless his heart, he wanted me to have this one. So it is a lot of fun to work in, and the pages go very fast because there's a lot of black in it already. A lot of pattern work already done for you, and there's really not that much that you have to do. So you can get these done really quick. And I've seen people, like, with some of the pages that have like the wallpapery backgrounds. Well, we'll get to one when we see one, but I've seen people just completely ignore the wallpaper background and go over it with inks and paint and stains. So there's just, like, I like that. I like that there's just so much you can do with it. You know, you just have your character, and then whatever you want to do. If you want to draw in background, I mean, go crazy. So for mine, I used Erosia tins on them. I used Crayola and Prisma. There is some gel pen as well on the little detailing in their clothes. I gave him green teeth because, you know, your oral hygiene kind of goes out the window when you're snacking on body parts, I would imagine. And I stickled the flies. And the background is just a Winsor & Newton Cotman watercolor and the ground. And then I had this stamp. I love this stamp. Let me see if I can get it to focus. Hang on. There we go. This stamp looks like stitching from a sewing machine. So I found some ink in coordinating color and just stamped. It was fun. It was just a lot of fun. This book is very encouraging of creativity, I think. I did The Girl and the Bird. Now, this bird, it was heavily blacked in already, so you don't have, like I said, you don't have to do much. And so were her head wings there. And so I did the girl in watercolor and went over her hair in some pencil. The bird is, I believe, Crayola. Hold on, I can't focus for some reason. I believe he was Crayola. The background is watercolor, and the feathers are just some gel pen. As you can see, my problem is always this. I can't see yellow very well, but I love this color. Yellow is always the first, goldish colors are always the first color pencils to be stubs, and the first watercolors to be empty for me. And I like to wear gold clothes as well. It's just happy. It reminds me of sunshine, so I do love that color. But yeah, I have trouble seeing it. I need to go back over with some pencil and hit the spots that I missed. Oh, here's what I was talking about, like with the wallpapery like type background. I've seen people just sort of ignoring that whole thing and coloring it however, or painting over it, or stains, Tim Holtz stains. So yeah. And I have this girl and her spider. I posted this one on Instagram with the name, like, my daughter's worst nightmare. Both of my daughters are petrified. Even my son is not a fan. And my husband. Like, if there's ever a spider in the house, I have to catch it and go take it outside, because everybody is just, like, repulsed. I don't have arachnophobia. Mine is mice. Anyway, so I did watercolor on these guys. This is just all watercolor. There's no pencil on here. And then I went over the whole web with some silver gel pen. Once I did the silver gel pen, I was like, well, crap. I can't do the background in any kind of watercolor because it'll smear the gel pen. So I just went over it with a little bit of chalk. And, it's fine. I mean, I did mess up a little bit on her face. I was trying to mix my skin tone from the basic Winsor & Newton set. I didn't have my skin tone set around. So, yeah, not my favorite page, but that's all right. So, yes, I'm going to keep this book out still yet and working it some more because it's just a lot of fun. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff already darkened, so you don't really have to do that much, and the pages go really quickly. Okay, so that is all I've colored, you guys, but I did want to share a couple other things. I did participate, and I use that word loosely, in Inktober this year, as I try to do every year. Oh, Lord, this year was a dismal failure because I have two done. That's it, 2. I mean, I still have the list, and I can do it whenever I want. There's really no rules with Inktober for the most part. If you're follow me on Instagram at Another Little Piece of My Art, you'll see the prompt list on my page there. and, you know, the hashtags to use. So this one was day one, and this was fish. This was fish. So I blacked this whole page with a ginormous Sharpie. And I like to do my Inktober in ink pen. That's how I started, because I did not have a lot of the fine, you know, inking pens, the micron pens and stuff. I didn't have them at the time I started Inktober. And so I started it with just using, you know, regular InkJoy ink pen to do my detail work. And I liked it so much that I kept going with it. So, but this is Jaws, and this is the moment. If you're my age, you'll remember being, you know, a kid when this movie came out. Iconic movie. Holy moly! Everybody was scared to go in the ocean. My husband is still scared to go in the ocean. I am not. But right here at the top would be where the girl was swimming, and he's, you know, the music. Dun it, dun it, dun it, dun it. So, right, it's like indelibly marked forever into my mind. There's so much scarier movies now, but for some reason, when you're young and impressionable, these things stick with you, right? So that's him. And then my other page was, sorry guys, I told you I had everything marked, but messed that up. Maybe it's backwards. It is. My other page was, this was, I don't know what day, this was Blade though. And I blacked in the background and drew with my ink pen this blade cutting through. Here's a shaving. So that was a fun one to do. And if you go on my Instagram and you click on the hashtag for like where I wrote the day whatever, hashtag Blade, if you click on that hashtag, you'll see all kinds of other people's interpretation of the word blade. You know, it could be a blade of grass. It could be a knife. I mean, that's what makes it so cool, is to see everybody else's interpretations. And so that made me finally finish this sketchbook I have been working on for years. This is other previous Inktober's. And I'm done with this sketchbook now. So, yay me. I love finishing a book because I don't like wasting things. So now I can start completely a new, I like this small size for Inktober. It's a good size because you don't want to bite off more than you can chew for 31 prompts. So that's that. And the last thing I want to show you is I discovered this channel on YouTube. Big shout out to this channel, Black Bean CMS. The CMS is in capital letters. Black Bean CMS. And he's an artist that works in oil pastels, which is a medium that I have consistently hated through my whole life doing art. Hated them. This is a set that I bought in the 90s when I was working at Ben Franklin craft store. So that's how long these have been around. I don't even know if Pentel oil pastels are still being made, but as I said, I don't like to waste things. So I hung on to these because they were the most expensive set that we sold at that store at that time. So I hung on to those, and I figured maybe one day I might want to use them again. And then I found this artist on YouTube, Black Bean CMS, and he teaches you how to use oil pastels. So I drew the moon. You know, this just was a 10-minute sitting here on my bed kind of thing. But the way he teaches you is so easy to follow, and it's not getting your hands all, because every time that I've been taught oil pastels, it's always finger blending. And he does layer blending. Oh my gosh, his channel is so cool. And this was so much fun for me to do. Make sure you spray it though, because even though this is sprayed, you can see that there's a little bit of transfer over to the next page, but that's fine because this is just my big Five Below sketchbook. The paper is not good quality at all, so if you buy a sketchbook from Five Below, make sure it's one that's already open so you can see the paper, because this is basically like newsprint icky, not good paper. So I kind of, that's why it's so stuffed. I kind of just like use it as a scrapbook and a sketchbook. Anyway, I'm rambling, but yes, check that out. He uses Crayola oil pastels, which, hello, I didn't know Crayola made oil pastels, and they're big and they're fat and they're cheap. And he makes wonderful, beautiful pictures with his oil pastels. He's fantastic. So yes, check out Black Bean CMS. Okay, guys, that is all I have for you. And you know what? I've made it this far without messing this video up, because there would be no number 4. So I should stop now. So I want to thank everyone for watching. Thank the new subscribers that I have picked up along the way. Welcome to you. My next video probably will either be a haul, because we do need to go back to Ollie's, or it will be dipping into beginning of my what supplies that I have and use. So I think I'll start with pencils, because I have the pencils all gathered together. So that'll be what's coming up next. So stay tuned, and thank you all for watching, and have a great day. Bye-bye.